Hello YouTube. This video is a little ride that I use to warm up the oil so I can change it. I'm at about 300 miles, a little bit over, and so I wanted to change the oil and go from the stock screen oil filter to a paper pleated oil filter. The main purpose of this video is to see what kind of metal flakes and contaminants are captured by the oil filter screen at the 300-mile mark. I discovered this little riding area when I was riding on the street and I saw a couple of kids on motorcycles and one on an ATV. And I was like, oh, I wonder what's going on over there. And so I got on Google Maps and I said, hey, this looks like an interesting place to ride. And as you can see, people have been using it as a dumping ground. The first part of it is mostly rocks, and then it sort of opens up and becomes grassy and dirt. I'm still in the rock area, and then I come up to this clearing, and I think I would have been better served to take a left turn at a crossroads. I didn't think it was much of a path, so I didn't take it. But looking at Google Maps again, I might have been better served to take a left turn. I think we're coming up to it now. I'll chime back in when that could have been it right there. It's just before a clearing. It still might be coming up. Let's watch together. That might have been it right there. And then there's a clearing, and then I get on a path, a dirt path where it's pretty much behind some houses, and then you'll see I'll come up to a street to the left. There was a Northside ISD policeman right there waiting on me. So I got a little nervous, and there is an opportunity to cross the road and get on more trails on the other side, but with that policeman sitting right there, I decided to make a left turn on the street. Here we go. You'll see my friend on the left is waiting. I guess he was there to make sure no one vandalizes the school. I don't think they can stop speeders, but I wasn't taking any chances. All right. Hello, YouTube. And we are doing my 300 plus oil change on my Lifan KPX 250. I went for a ride earlier, and I believe this is still cold. I'm going to start her up and let her idle for a bit to get the oil hot, and then I will proceed with the oil change. I also want to swap out the screen oil filter for a paper filter. In this case, I have a Fram oil filter. I will get you that part number later on in the video. Make sure we're in neutral. We are not in neutral. And now we are.
There's the dash. Let's move some wires. 310 miles. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can. Of course, you saw one of my videos. You saw where I dropped the bike and I broke not the original mirrors, but some mirrors that I purchased. And I went a little cheap, and I don't think that would have prevented them from being broken, but I got these, and I like these a lot better. Let's see. Let's look at the close-up of the digital dash. See that idle hopping around? Yeah. Still staying started. Okay, here's the oil filter that I'm going to replace the screen oil filter with. This is the Fram CH6015. I got this off of Amazon. I actually purchased 2 of them. Of course, here's the 3 mods: the mirrors, the hand grips, and the hand protectors. I was going to do the control levers, but I haven't ordered them yet. I still don't know if I'm going to do it. Let's see if I can get a good shot of that. Let's go through here. Now I'm going to show you the bottom of the motorcycle, and here's the drain plug right here. It takes a 17 millimeter socket. We're going to loosen it up and drain the oil. I don't know if you got that, but here's the oil draining from the bike. I opened up the oil fill cap so it would flow more freely. And now I'm going to loosen up the oil filter housing, and let's see what it captures. Okay, this is the oil filter housing. This takes an 8 millimeter socket right there. So we're going to loosen up the 4 bolts and remove the oil screen filter, and let's see what kind of contaminants it captured. So to recap, this is the 300 plus oil change, and one side of the filter is extremely dirty and the back side is fairly clean. Maybe too close. All right, see if I can twist this and see how dirty it is right there. And then on the back side, not so much. You could use that metal strip as a guide. Spin it around one more time. Here we go. Fram, and here is the screen. Both of them have a metal band right there, and the gasket. They seem to be fairly similar in size. There. We're going to go with this. All right, we're back in again. And now I'm going to the other side of the motorcycle to take off. There is a another screen on the other side, and I call this the screen. This is the first line of defense on filtering of the oil. I think this is a 24 millimeter socket, and I'll give that a try. And I will take the camera off the tripod and let you see what I'm doing. It's also spring loaded. I don't know if you can see that oil dripping. There's a spring, and then there's the filter, little screen. I'm gonna try to get this out with my hand. All right, so that's it right there. Right there. You go. That's the order right there. You got the screen with the rubber seal, goes against the engine block. You got the spring, and you have the cap. So let's clean all this up and get it back in the motorcycle. And then all we got is to reinstall the drain plug and fill it with oil. So you don't want to overfill it. Overfilling it is just as harmful as not having enough oil. Put that out. So clean the dipstick good. All right, we're just gonna lay this down in there and lean the bike straight. That's about right. Lean it back. And what do we have? We have no oil. Let's try that again. That is straight. Back down. Ooh, it is dry. So we're going to add a little bit more and redo this check.
In case you were wondering, yes, I did add more oil and brought that level up to the middle of the marks on the dipstick. And my next oil change will probably be around 800 to 1,000 miles. We'll see. The time factor will probably be more than that anyway. So if you liked this video and stayed for the entire duration, please give it a thumbs up. And if you would, please consider subscribing to the channel. Till the next video, take care.